relax. Just relax. Do you know where you are? That's right. We're in the hospital. Do you remember my name? Very good, Dr. Jeremiah. Well, I suppose you had a bit of a cheat sheet there, but I'm gonna let that slide. So, yeah, we expect you to feel a little bit groggy over the next few hours, but I can definitely tell you everything went great. You're going to be okay, alright? You're in a safe place, and you're definitely going to be okay, alright? I'm just going to sit here and be with you and check on some things until you get a chance to fall back asleep, okay? Because that's the number one thing your body needs right now, is just some good old-fashioned rest and sleep. We've done what we can on our end, and now you get to do what you're going to do on your end, which is allow your amazing, miraculous body to heal itself. Okay? Alright, I'm going to listen to your heart rate here for a little bit, okay? Alright, and just breathe normal for me, okay? Just breathe normal. Okay. 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 And can you give me a nice deep breath? Good. Can I get one more of those? Nice, slow, deep breath, calming breath. Beautiful. Lovely. Now your heart sounds great. Your lungs sound very good. Do you notice any tightness in your chest? Oh, good. Okay. Well, I know that you want to get home very soon. And I want to see you home. I want you to get home to your own bed. And I promise we'll get you out of here pretty soon. Okay, we just want to monitor you. Yeah, for a little bit. I'm going to shine a little light in your eyes here, okay? Do you mind? I know it's not ideal, but just kind of look straight at my nose here for a sec. And just look right at my nose. You're going to see a little flash. Okay, and on the other side, see a little flash. Okay, good. And can you just focus on the tip of my pen light here for a moment and just follow it gently back and forth with your eyes. There you go. Relax. Relax. Everything's going to be okay. You're in a safe place. Nobody here is going to hurt you. We're all very impressed. You've been very brave and very kind, which we always appreciate when giving care. And I mean, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen very often. But every now and again, a patient can be combative, or they can be downright nasty. And, I don't normally fault the patient. They're just scared. Humans do a lot of irrational, damaging behavior out of fear. Yeah, it kind of brings out the worst in us, you know. So we're just very grateful that I know it hasn't been. I know it has not been stress-free or anxiety-free. I know it's been a little scary, and I'll tell you what, I'm so grateful that you put your trust in us, you put your trust in me, and it's wonderful to see you looking so good and feeling so good. Can I ask you just a few questions? Yeah. On a scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, and you can't say 7, what's your pain level at right now? Okay. Would you like me to increase the morphine a little bit? No, you're good. Okay. Well, appreciate that. We don't want you to be in any discomfort. And, yeah, we are also well aware of the risks of using anything like morphine or any other opioid. Yeah, there's risks involved, and we are well aware. Do you have any history or past drug use? Specifically opioids? Okay. Okay. Well, you let us know. Alright? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, and you can't say 7, how comfortable are you right now? Okay. Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Are you thirsty? Are you cool? Are you warm? You're a little thirsty? Okay, I can get you some water. Yeah, I can get you some water. Hang on one sec. It's not very full, okay? Open your mouth a little bit. And okay. Alright. Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, and you can't say 7, how is your appetite right now? Yeah, that's typical post-op. Hopefully your appetite should come back by tomorrow. And if it doesn't, you'll be sure to let me know, won't you? Okay, great. Okay, great. And on a scale of 1 to 10, can't say 7, do you have a headache? Okay. Okay. Any other specific body aches or pains? Okay. Your arm feels a little cold. Yeah, that often happens. That often happens when we're getting an IV. Sometimes the location, can feel a little cool. That's totally normal. All right, nothing to be afraid of. Okay. Okay. Can you take my hand? Take my hand. Thank you. Can you give it a little squeeze? Okay. Can you squeeze it a little more? Nice. And I'm gonna take your other hand, okay? And just hold my hand there a little bit and just, can you give it a little squeeze? Okay. A little more squeeze. Alright, good. Okay. And I'm gonna place my hand on the side of your face right here, okay? And I want you to gently turn your head into it. Just so gently, okay? Just gently. Just gently. Okay, perfect. And same on this side. Can you just gently rotate your face into my hand? Okay, good. Okay, nice. Any pain there? Just a little kind of like, yeah, I understand. I'm going to touch your neck here, okay? I'm going to check your lymph nodes. And okay. That's right. Just relax. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to the hospital a lot. My dad was in the military, and so we lived on base housing, which, when I was a kid was quite the godsend, because it meant that medical was free. And my brother and me, let me tell you, we went to the doctor. It seemed like every week, and that's an exaggeration, but, we always had a sore throat, an ear infection, something. One time I had a nasty case of food poisoning, salmonella specifically, which is one of the more dangerous ones. And, man, I remember my mom finally took me to the hospital. I think it was on, like, the third day. And, I'm trying to remember if I felt fear. I don't think so. The first thing that comes to my mind, looking back, and unfortunately this could be a false memory, but you never know, is feeling relief. Like, yeah, I've been feeling really, really terrible for, the last 2 days, and I was glad we were finally going and seeing the doctor. And I had this wonderful doctor, Dr. Gibson. He was an amazing dude. And we get there, we get to the hospital, and he made sure that I got him specifically, because in the military you don't get to pick your doctor. So that's one of the downsides. It's like everything's free, but you don't get a lot of choice. But we had met this doctor, and he liked my brother and I. We were just, we were fun kids, and he was a pediatrician, and such a wonderful, gentle, kind man. And I remember him being, very concerned for my health, and my mom had called that morning to see, if she should bring me in, and his answer was immediately, right away, bring that boy in right now. And I get to the hospital, and like I said, I was delirious at that point. I remember riding in the back of our family station wagon. I was laying down in the back. I couldn't move. I couldn't sit up, and I was kind of like swaddled in a blanket. And we get to the hospital, and my mom finds our doc, even though he's not our doctor. Like, he was our doctor. So my mom finds him, and we immediately get me into a kind of urgent care room, and the nurse starts immediately trying to get an IV in me. And I remember, it's so funny. I was in so much pain. I used to have a big fear of needles. I think a lot of kids do. A lot of people, full stop, a lot of humans have a fear of needles. And I had been very afraid of getting a shot. And I was so delirious. I was so just out of it and in pain. And I remember the doctor saying, don't worry, Maya. I used to go by Maya when I was a kid, yeah. Well, the story is, when kids hear the last part of a name, that's the part they remember. Hence, like a Christopher, instead of being Chris, becomes Topher. And Jeremiah, instead of Jerry, Jeremy, became Maya. So anyway, so they said, doctor says, okay, Maya, I'm only going to try this. I think he said 3 times the first time. He said, okay, I'm only going to try to get this IV 3 times, and then if we don't get it, we won't do it, okay? And I remember thinking, cool, dude, but, I don't really care. Yeah, I remember I was delirious, but it was I just wanted to feel better, I was so miserable. I was I just want to feel better. And, they couldn't get my vein. I was so dehydrated, and I was a little kid. I was 8 years old. And, they missed on the 3rd try, and the 4th try. They missed on the 5th try. And, I didn't realize it, but at that point, my doctor was getting genuinely worried. And he looks at me and he says, we're going to try one more time, Maya. We're going to try one more time. And I was just go for it. Dude, I don't even care, Because, when you really think about it, getting a shot or getting your blood drawn or getting an IV, it's 99% mental. It doesn't actually really hurt, if we're being honest. We hurt ourselves way more every single day just by bumping into things randomly than the actual pain of a needle. And but he was such a sweet man, and lo and behold, on the 6th attempt, they they got the IV in, and the first IV bag went in like that. I was so dehydrated that first bag just, my body just absorbed it like a sponge, And it was mind-blowing how much better I felt after that first IV. But for whatever reason, to bring it way back, was that, I've always had a positive association with the hospital. And I think a big part of that is due to how amazing a doctor I had, and how he always made me feel, he always made me feel funny. He would laugh at my dumb jokes. I remember he would make me laugh, and he would, I don't know if he was pretending to laugh or I don't know. But I just remember really liking him, and having such a positive affiliation with the hospital, that even when I had to have tubes in my ears because I had so many ear infections. You know what that is? It's a very minor, it's a surgery, but it's a date, it's outpatient, it's not a big deal. And they basically put like a little kind of like hourglass looking piece of plastic thingy over your eardrum so that it doesn't get infected and swell. And they fall out naturally after a few months or something. And I remember even going into that surgery, I don't think I felt that nervous. I just really trusted the doctors because I had no reason not to. My experience with doctors had been so positive and so kind that, yeah, I just always had a good association with the medical field. Maybe that's, it's one of the reasons I wanted to become a doctor as well, is that maybe to kind of pay it forward a little bit. But I hope you feel the same way. I really do. Know that my staff and I are doing everything we can to make you feel comfortable, relaxed, and to get you back on your feet, maybe even feeling better than before. Okay? Alright, now we really need you to get some rest. Yeah, I'll sit with you here. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes. And check in with yourself. Notice what the air feels like in this room. Notice what it smells like. Kind of smells sterile, doesn't it? Yeah, it's that hospital smell. Yeah. Notice your face. Can you feel your face? Can you feel the air on your skin? Yeah. Notice your breathing. Notice your calm, gentle breathing. Deep, slow, steady breaths. And notice your eyes getting heavy. Just noticing the breath and the rise and fall of your chest. Imagine your miraculous immune system right now is building and repairing you as we speak. Those white blood cells are going out there and fixing things and recreating healthy tissues and recreating and building more healthy cells as your body heals itself from the inside. It's awesome. And imagine warm, glowing light floating above you, and that light is healing, and it's sending healing energy deep all the way into your bones. You can feel yourself recharge as this warm light glows over you. Okay. Let yourself fully relax. Allow yourself to the space to heal, knowing that you are in a completely safe space, that all of us here want to see